In the rolling hills and sun-drenched villages of medieval Languedoc, an enigmatic faith quietly took root. The Cathars, guided by beliefs that set them apart from the dominant church, shaped their lives with spiritual conviction amid constant uncertainty. Their communities, marked by simplicity and devotion, lived under the ever-present shadow of suspicion and hostility. Whispers of heresy grew louder, and the threat of persecution loomed like a gathering storm. As tensions mounted, the tranquil rhythms of daily life were shattered by the specter of violence that crept ever closer, setting the stage for a profound and tragic transformation in the region. A transformation that would soon be driven by forces far beyond their control. Emerging in the 12th century, Catharism drew inspiration from earlier Christian movements that emphasized spiritual purity and a rejection of materialism. Its teachings offered a compelling alternative to established Catholic doctrine, attracting followers who sought a more ascetic and mystical path. In southern France, these ideals resonated with communities disillusioned by the wealth and power of the Catholic Church. As Cathar beliefs spread, they challenged the authority of the Church, deepening religious divides and fracturing families. The Church, viewing Catharism as both heresy and a threat to its influence, responded with increasing hostility, setting in motion a conflict that would soon engulf the region and intertwine with the ambitions of powerful leaders. This conflict was shaped not only by religious fervor, but also by intricate political ambitions and social unrest. Church leaders saw an opportunity to reinforce their authority and suppress what they deemed dangerous heresy, while local nobility sought to expand their influence by aligning with papal interests. The papal court, intent on unifying Christendom, used the fear of heresy to rally support, intertwining spiritual and worldly motives. These overlapping ambitions created a climate of suspicion and competition, intensifying the resolve of the Crusaders and ensuring that the struggle would leave a lasting imprint on both the political and social fabric of Languedoc. Against this backdrop, the stage was set for a campaign that would change the course of history. In 1209, the Albigensian Crusade began under papal sanction, its aim clear: to eradicate the Cathar heresy from southern France. Northern knights, driven by religious zeal and promises of land, descended upon Languedoc in overwhelming force. Their arrival marked the start of a campaign defined by relentless aggression and little mercy. The siege of Béziers became the first major confrontation, where, after the city walls were breached, chaos erupted, and thousands, Cathars and Catholics alike, were slaughtered indiscriminately. The massacre at Béziers shocked all who heard of it, signaling a grim escalation in violence and setting a brutal precedent for the conflicts that followed as the Crusade pressed deeper into the heart of Languedoc. The Crusade swept through Languedoc, leaving behind a trail of devastation. Battles raged, alliances shifted, and betrayals abounded, plunging the region into turmoil. Towns were besieged, villages burned, and the local population suffered the full force of the conflict. Families were uprooted, homes destroyed, and entire communities faced impossible choices. For the Cathars, fear and uncertainty became daily companions as their faith was tested by relentless persecution. Even among the Crusaders, the weight of their actions led some to question the righteousness of their cause. Personal accounts from the era reveal the anguish and trauma experienced by all sides, exposing the deep psychological and emotional scars left by the war, a war whose consequences would reverberate for generations. The final sieges of Montségur and other Cathar strongholds marked a somber climax to the conflict. As crusading forces closed in, defenders faced overwhelming odds, sustained by unwavering faith and a profound sense of purpose. Within fortress walls, Cathar believers made agonizing choices, refusing to renounce their beliefs despite the threat of death. The siege of Montsegur, which lasted for months, ended with the surrender of the fortress, but not of the spirit of its inhabitants. Hundreds chose martyrdom over conversion, walking into the flames rather than abandoning their convictions. The near destruction of the Cathar community stands as a testament to the enduring power of faith in the face of unimaginable adversity, leaving a legacy that would echo through history and shape the memory of Languedoc. After the Cathar tragedy, the landscape of Languedoc was irrevocably changed. Communities lay in ruins, their cultures and beliefs erased by the forces of intolerance. The legacy of these events serves as a stark warning about the destructive potential of faith wielded for power rather than understanding. Historians reflect on the moral lessons embedded in this chapter, emphasizing the importance of compassion, dialogue, and respect for diversity. The echoes of Cathar persecution linger, reminding us of the consequences of fanaticism and the enduring need to safeguard human dignity. By looking back, we are challenged to confront prejudice and strive for a more inclusive and humane world, a lesson as urgent now as it was then, and one that invites us to consider the stories that remain hidden in the shadows of history. As this journey draws to a close, we are left to ponder the histories that so often slip through the cracks of collective memory. Remembering these forgotten stories offers us insights and lessons that can illuminate our path forward. History is more than a record of events. It is a guide that shapes our understanding of ourselves and our future. Subscribe to Teduent for more stories history tried to forget.